Hey guys, it's Davis again from Davis Comic Finds, and I'm coming at you today with a long due haul video. It's been a little while. I've let stuff pile up, and found some cool stuff locally. Found a few good things online. I thought I'd just go ahead and shoot a video before Christmas gets here, and let you see what I've been picking up. So we'll start with a stack of books I got during my vacation in a place called Somerset, Kentucky. There was like a little antique mall. I paid roughly 35 cents each for these, I believe. And it's Valiant, so thought of rig when I bought these. So thought I'd share them. I thought they were. They're a lot of high number variant or high number Valiant. So I grabbed them for that price. You see, got like Bloodshot 29. So that's still Valiant. And then this has got a claim on the side of it. This is Bloodshot 38. I assume that's who bought them. You'll learn more about Valiant from Mr. Rigamortis 86. Then I thought this was cool. Axel Man of War, Iron Man, and Heavy Metal. Then a lower XO, number 14. And then several more XOs. So this is 45, 46, 47. Still got to determine what I'm going to do with these actually. 48. All near mint copies. 50. This is 50O and 50X, so they combine there. 51. And another 51. 52. 53. 54. Set those down. There's a bunch of them. 55, 56, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. The last one I found was 65. So I figured at that price, they're a good pickup. Like I say, I've yet to determine. I don't know that I'll keep them. I might see what if Avian is interested. If not, we'll see. I might throw them up on eBay and see what I can do with them. At that same place, I grabbed these books. Just some cool blanks, and they weren't very expensive. So you got a Gotham by Gaslight blank and a Midnight Suns Blood Hunt blank. Always good to have those around. Grabbed an Amazing Spider-Man 898 scroll variant. And then I think I'm going to try to get this set within the next year, or these sets. So you got Paradise X, number 2, Universe X, number 5, and then Earth X. This is Earth X X, and then number 2 and number 10. It's cool Alex Ross art on those. I didn't pay much for those either. I got these locally. Adventures of Spider-Man. First issue. It's like a double issue. Adventures of X-Men, I think it's on the other side. And then I just really like this cover. Mike Deodato Jr. after McFarlane, Dark Avengers 11. Paid $1 for that. Just really like that cover. And then I bought this. I think I paid a couple bucks for this. Batman and Robin Adventures number 7. The DC Universe one. Logo variant. I thought that was cool. Got these on Whatnot. I need to stay away from Whatnot. It's very addictive and it gets out of hand. But this is a really high grade copy of Thor 338. I think that's the second beta ray bill. I think I just paid $5 for it maybe. And then a nice copy of Spider-Man 1. Everybody's got a few copies of that in their collection. Marvel Spotlight issue 6. And then for the Daredevil collection, I'm 189. It's a cool cover. And then these were $5 each, I think. Cap 125. Some nice Bronze Age, I guess. 126, not in the best condition, but still cool. 135. 142. And then the two good books I got from Whatnot. I mean, those are all good, but the two better books. This is X-Men 121. It's like an early Alpha Flight. If not, might be the first Alpha Flight. I'm not sure. It's early. 121. And then the nicer book. This one's just in nice condition. And I like the Juggernaut cover. X-Men 102. I just really like that Juggernaut cover. So that is most of the non-graded stuff. Now I did find this, a couple pieces of original art. First I'll show this. This is just a guy who I bought Eder Messiah's art from. His son was trying to sell this so he gets some money for a con. I thought, well, sure, I'll buy it. And this is just an Eder Messiah's Craven. I've got one right here. I've got a few, but the price was right, and I figured why not. And then this I found on eBay, and I paid maybe $50-$60 for it, maybe. It's a Daredevil #1 blank, sketched by Joe Rubenstein. So for the price, it was worth it. Head sketch. You pay him significantly more than that to get one, so I figured why not. This is actually a local pickup, and I had to buy it because of the condition. This is I'd call it a VF all day copy of Hulk, King Size Special 1. The Steranko cover. I mean, and you can see the spine is really nice on it. And I mean, the price was right. And I didn't have a copy of this one. This might be one that needs to get a Steranko signature on it. But really happy with that one. Do this one next, I guess. Kind of wanted a Jim Lee signature. Guy had a bunch up for auction. They were 9.6s. I'd rather have a 9.8, but again, the price was right. So I grabbed a Batman 619. This is the Batman cover. Batman and Robin cover. It's signed by Jim Lee, Alex St. Clair, and Scott Williams. And a 9.6. I just thought the signature was really nice on it. And I'd been wanting a Jim Lee signature, and I didn't want to pay an arm and a leg. So, happy to add that to the collection. Cool Jim Lee cover. And then, okay, here's a Golden Age book that I picked up. It says it has a color touch. I can't see it, but I mean, maybe it does. But this is another Cookeville pedigree. So Cookeville, Tennessee collection. This is a Cookeville pedigree book. Got this from Heritage actually. But it's Comic Cavalcade, issue number 6. So War production urgently needs your waste paper. It's a really nice looking comic. This is from 1944. And this is issue number 6. So you got Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, and Flash collecting waste paper for the war effort. And the spine on it's not terrible. So, thought that was really cool. Happy to add that to the collection. Another cool Golden Age book. This is a scarce book. Something you don't see every day. And it's my favorite cover is Amazing Spider-Man 47. John Romita cover with Craven with his hand out like this, you know. And so in Mexico, they did, they kind of diverted from the Amazing Spider-Man story. Gwen Stacy lived, they got married, all that stuff. So all the stories are and art is just different for a period of time there. It's not considered non-canon, obviously. And so, and there's one called, and I'll butcher this, El Sorprendente Hombre Araña. This is issue 129. And they took the cover of Amazing Spider-Man 47 and just doctored it up. But this is a non-canon Spider-Man book from Mexico. And I was talking to my buddy Cholula, and some of this would press out and clean. I'd kind of like to have this one slabbed as well, because this is just something you don't ever see. And they got the cover art from Amazing Spider-Man 47 on it. So I thought that was cool. Just randomly popped up on eBay and I snagged that one. Another local pickup. This one I picked up just this week. The price was right. Had it priced a little too high at the beginning, or when I first saw it, and then he had it on eBay and he lowered the price there, and then we got to talking and I got him to come down a good bit, and happy to add it to the collection, especially with the Superman movie coming out. I don't know that this character will have anything to do with that movie, but this is the first appearance of Lana Lang. So she was more Smallville fame. This is Superboy number 10 from 1950 in a 5.5. Now there's only maybe 30 in this grade or higher, maybe. So maybe 30 or 40. So it's not a common book by no means for it to be a key. So let's get the back. So yeah, happy to add that to the collection. That's a nice book, and a book you don't see every day. And then the last thing was the big purchase of the year. It was on my list, and you've got a 50-50 shot of guessing what it is. But I will show you the other copy of it that I have, which I've not listed yet, but I will likely try to sell fairly soon. I don't know. I might keep it for a while. We'll see. I mean, I'm not desperate to sell it, but I could sell it and get some money to put into something else. But there is the original Amazing Spider-Man 1. And a 0.5. Obviously the 0.5 is due to this right here. You got a little place up here. You got some staining, but the staples are both attached. That's the missing piece right there. There's a little piece of tape on the inside cover, but yeah, that's my one that I sent off to get graded. This is its replacement. It's the nicest looking 2.0 I've ever seen. It does have some wear. You can see down at the bottom. But, I mean, it's complete. Let's take it out here and turn the butter off. It's complete. think it's got any tape or anything that I can remember the notes saying. It's got staining, but that's the nicest 2.0 I've ever seen. Maybe they were having a bad day. But grab this for the collection. Finally, Amazing Spider-Man. I'm satisfied with my grades. So I'm done with that early Amazing Spider-Man set. Now on to other things. But really happy to add this to the collection. And really happy to get one in this grade that looks this nice. I mean, the staples are nice. I don't know, you can't hardly see them, but yeah, really happy with that book. So yes, I will be looking to move my issue 1 and a 0.5. I don't know what route I'll go at this point. Fees are so expensive to sell online. You sell it for $4,000, you get keep 3, and that don't feel hardly right. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. And I mean, again, I might decide to keep it for a while and see if comics come back up a little bit. But regardless, happy to add a 2.0 copy of Amazing Spider-Man #1 to the collection. So that means this one that's been on the list for a significant amount of time, we can finally work it off. So there's one book that will go to the next year, and is Batman 734. I will stick it on my list for next year. But I'm pleased with the progress I've made. That was a big process. So this year, just as a wrap up, I managed to get Amazing Spider-Man 1 and a 2.0. I got a Marvel Spotlight 5, First Ghost Rider. I can't remember the grade on that. I think it's a 5.5. Conan 1, I got an 8.5. I got a Submariner. I can't remember the issue number, but I got a nice copy of Submariner. I got a 6.5 copy of Marvel Spotlight #2. I didn't get a 7.0 or better, but I'm okay with that. I got a high grade Amazing Spider-Man 139. Picked up all the Batman books on the list, the Daredevil books, and the Usagi books. So all we got left is Batman 234. That'll go on next year's list. And I'm thinking about maybe a Swamp Thing one. A nice copy of Swamp Thing one. We'll see if that happens, but that might be one of the bigger books. But still working on it. Still trying to decide. But let me know what you think. Let me know if you think there's anything that I should add to my list for next year to look for. I'm probably not going to put an Amazing Fantasy 15 on there because that's not realistic. But maybe someday if I win the lottery. But I'd have to play to win, so that might be a problem as well. But let me know what you think. Let me know what you thought of the pickups. And as always, have a great rest of the day.